what could you say to those where naturally your inclination is to not get out in front of the pack, as you said, but where you have to kind of dig in and take the reins?
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about their jobs in that way, but I can see it now that you pointed it out. And I will point out also that when I was a young person, I was a little bit more of an introvert. I was definitely more of a nerd, reading books and building models and messing around with electronic kits and things like that. And I was not a good public speaker. In seventh grade, I remember in social studies, we had an assignment where we had to get up in front of the class and talk about whatever we wanted, basically. But I just froze up and remember my eyelids fluttered. I just felt like I was going to, throw up,
Right.
and
Pass
so
out.
yeah, absolutely, all those things. So I wasn't a natural at any of those things either. And it's just you got to force yourself out there to do it. You got to want to do it. You got to
Yeah.
want to change and
Yeah.
learn how to, be a public speaker. You have to learn how to go out and put yourself out there and meet people, and not worry about maybe an awkward moment or this or that, but just talk to people, and you have to make yourself do it, right? And the same with leadership. You have to want to be a leader. So, like I said, watch the leaders around you, your boss, your boss's boss, and kind of look for what works and what style you
Yeah.
like, and what, just learn from your experiences, both good and bad. And like I said earlier, oftentimes a bad example teaches you a lot more than a good example.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I've heard, when you speak, I've heard you use the analogy. Well, there's a lot of things that I learned being in the space station, and I want to impart those. And you have to be flexible, you have to be agile, you have to modify, a plan in the moment. And then you were like, well, that kind of applies to anywhere in life, including working in a busy restaurant. And I could say the same would be for events and managing and leading big conferences.